in the book of Luke, it says, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me. I've come to preach good news to the poor. Not just the poor in spirit, the poor, those without. And we cannot stand here at what is a cathedral of democracy, actually, and say that we are faithful, believing people and not stand up for the poor in this hour when decisions are being made which are going to affect the lives of all Americans. And I just want to also invoke a word as a member of the community of Minnesota. Because in Minnesota, we had a vice president and a senator. His name was Hubert Humphrey. And he set forth a moral test for our country. He said the moral test of a nation is how it treats people who are in the dawn of life, our children, people who depend on Social Security survivor benefits. I added that part. People who are in the twilight of life, our seniors, and people who are in the shadows of life, people who are poor, unfortunate, and really struggling. If we are to pass this moral test, we need to come together as Americans from various traditions to teach one thing, and that is that as we solve these fiscal problems facing our nation, they cannot be solved at the expense of the people least able to bear them, and at the expense of the people who did not create them. Because we're ever mindful that in 2001 and in 2003, our nation made a decision, and we're not casting party aspersions here, we're talking about we did this as a nation, to cut taxes on the theory that if rich people had more money, they would invest in plant and equipment, and it would mean jobs for everybody. Well, that theory didn't work out.